always get to be the cool one.
Welcome back to So You Think You're an Astronomer. I'm your host, Ted Bundy. Let's see who our contestants are. Our first contestant is Bernadette Orion. She is currently enrolled at the University of Anchorage, Alaska. She is currently studying stargazing. Our next contestant is Chauncey Kuiper. She is currently studying at Hartford Community College. She is the only student currently to be raised by Wolverines. Our next contestant is Daisy Hubble. She's currently studying to be a teacher at Towson University. Our last contestant is Debbie Sedna. She's a high school dropout from Edgewood. Let's see who our first contestant is going to be. The person who can answer this question the fastest will be the first contestant. What is the remarkable feature about the irregular Messier 82 galaxy? A. It contains hundreds of black holes. B. It is the closest galaxy to Earth. C. It is the brightest galaxy in the sky. Or D. It is the oldest galaxy in the universe. The correct answer was C. And according to our computers, the fastest answer was from Daisy. Daisy, you can come up and take your place now. So, Daisy, you excited about today?
Yes, I'm very excited. I can't wait to win the grand prize to go into space.
Well, I'm pretty sure you won't win that, but good luck.
Okay, thanks.
So, our first question for $100. What does NASA stand for? A. National Airport and Space Association. B. Night Air and Sky Administration. C. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Or D. Nebula Astronaut Spaceship Association.
I know this answer. It's C.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Okay, good job. Let's go to our next question. For $200, what is a dark nebulous? A. A dense cloud which blocks out starlight. B. One of Saturn's dark rings. C. A dark star that is only seen during the daytime. Or D. An evil alien that lives on Mars.
I believe that this one is a dense cloud that blocks out sunlight.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That answer is correct.
Yes.
Good job. Let's move on to question 3. We're going to now show you a picture here. A spectacular head-on collision between two galaxies appears in the NASA Hubble Space Telescope image.
That answer would be the Cartwheel Galaxy.
Are you sure?
Yes. Final answer.
Good job, that is correct again. The ring-like feature is the result of a small intruder galaxy that veered through the core of the host galaxy, which sent a ripple of energy into space. You sure do know a lot about this, Daisy.
I sure do.
Okay, let's move on to question 4 for $400. What is the most distant object known in the solar system? A. Pluto, B. the Sun, C. Stars, or D. Sedna?
Well, I'm not too sure about this one, but I think I'll take a guess on it. I think I know it. I think it's A. Pluto.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I'm sorry about that, Daisy, but the answer was D. Sedna.
No.
Sedna is the furthest distant object known by the Hubble telescope. I'm sorry. Let me say this again. Sedna is the furthest distant object known by the Hubble Space Telescope, and is so far away that it takes 10,000 years to orbit the Sun.
Well, how was I supposed to know that if I've never even heard of it before?
I'm sorry. Get out of here.
But Ted, don't I win something?
No. I mean, yes you do. You win this wonderful 100% cotton t-shirt that says I love stars. And of course, it's funded by NASA. Okay, now that Daisy's off, we're going to pick our next contestant. The contestant who can answer this question the fastest will be up here to join me. Which space object is a highly powerful and distant active galactic nucleus? A. Supermassive black hole. B. A quasar. C. A magneto. Or D. A pulsar. The answer to that question was B. Quasar. And Bernadette, you were the fastest one to answer that. Come on down. Well done, Bernadette. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself before we get started here.
Well, I spend most of my time up in Anchorage studying the stars.
Wow, that's really great. You should have no problem answering these questions then. Okay, then I guess we should start with our $100 question here. Auroras are commonly referred to as the blank, which generally appear as bright, colorful bands of light. So you're going to fill in the blank here, okay? A. Southern and northern lights. B. Eastern and western lights. C. A new ring nebula. Or D. A crystal ball that predicts your future.
I know this one. The answer is A. The southern or northern lights.
Are you sure about that one?
Yes.
That is correct. You're off to a great start so far. Okay, let's go to our next question. An explosion of a star in outer space is A, black hole, B, solar eclipse, C, solar flare, or D, supernova.
I believe the answer is D, supernova.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You are correct again. Great job. Let's go to our $300 question. When was the Hubble Space Telescope first launched, and when did it land back on the Earth? Let's go with our answers. A, May 14th, 1880. It crashed into Mars and never came back. B, April 24th, 1990. It has not come back. C, October 31st, 1963. It has not come back. Or D, August 11th, 2001. It landed back in D.C.
The answer is B, April 24th, 1990.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Well, you're correct again. Sam, you really know your astronomy. Let's move on to some harder questions, okay? Good luck. What is equivalent to the energy level of a solar flare? A, tens of millions of atomic bombs. B, 100,000 volcano eruptions. C, 5 million beaver dams. Or D, the sun.
I think I'm going to have to take a 50-50 on this one.
Okay, we're going to take two answers off now. Okay, your only two choices now are A, tens of millions of atomic bombs, or B, 5 million beaver dams.
And the answer is most certainly A.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Bernadette, you're correct again, right? Bernadette, are you sure you haven't been in outer space before? Okay, well, let's move on to our next question. Which type of neutron star, discovered in 1979, develops an extremely powerful magnetic field? There are no choices on this one. You must go from memory.
I believe the answer is a magnetar.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That is the correct answer. Now we have commercial break time.
Living too close to the sun? Tired of those nasty sunburns? Well, that burn is caused by a solar flare, which happens when magnetic energy that is built up in the solar atmosphere is suddenly released, spewing out radiation. This new sunblock from Cinco Productions provides SPFs of 10,000 and 20,000 for those of you who are gingers. It's waterproof, sweatproof, and even protects your tattoos. So pick up the phone right now and call 555-OUCH for your first free bottle.
And we're back to Who Wants to Be an Astronomer? If you haven't been watching, Bernadette's been doing pretty good so far answering her astronomy questions. So now we're going to try and raise the bar a little bit and see if we can challenge her. Okay, our next question. What is the name of the collision in which certain stars spiral toward each other, moving faster and faster until they produce a crash so violent that the resulting explosion can be seen billions of light years away?
I believe that it's a binary neutron star collision. According to the calculations, the merge occurs in less than 1/100th of a second, and it releases more energy during that time than our sun does in 10 billion years.
Wow, that's very interesting, but I don't care. Let's go to the next question. Miniature black holes, which contain as much matter as Mount Everest, have event horizons as small as what? A, a marble, B, 10 moles of hydrogen, C, an inner tube, or D, an atomic particle.
I think I'd like to use a lifeline.
Okay, well you've already used your 50-50. Which one would you like to use?
I want to phone a friend.
Okay, well, is there anyone in particular you want to call up?
My teacher.
Okay, so now we're going to call your teacher from Anchorage, Mrs. Peterschmidt. Okay, well, let's see if we can get her on the line. Yes, hello, Miss Peterschmidt.
Yeah?
You're Bernadette's teacher.
Yeah, what of it?
Well, yeah, she's on Who Wants to Be an Astronomer, and she's answering questions to get a lot of money and a trip into space, so we'd like you to answer one of the questions. Okay, here's a question that she's trying to answer. Miniature black holes, which contain as much matter as Mount Everest, have event horizons as small as what? A, a marble, B, 10 moles of hydrogen, C, an inner tube, or D, an atomic particle?
The answer is D, you moron!
Okay, well, thank you. Let's take her off the line now. Okay, so now you have her answer, D. Do you want to go with that or something else?
That sounds good.
Okay, well, D is correct, so congratulations and thank you, Miss Peterschmidt. Okay, well, let's go on to our next question. What are two theories about what dark matter really consists of?
One theory is that it consists of in the form of massive objects, like black holes that hang around galaxies unseen. Or, I believe they consist of subatomic particles that rarely interact with ordinary matter.
My gosh, that was brilliant. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's go on to our next question here. After a supernova occurs, a nebula remains known as a Kepler supernova remnant. What distinguishes this nebula from other types of nebulas?
Well, it is made of plasma instead of gas, and has a distinct bipolar shape.
Correct again. I think you have a very good chance of winning at this, Bernadette. Only a couple more questions to go. This should be really easy, okay? You're that close to getting into space. Okay. Is dark matter classified as baryonic or non-baryonic matter?
I'm going to have to go with non-baryonic matter, because baryonic matter is any matter composed of atoms.
You're correct again. That much closer. Okay, let's go to the next question we have. Name the 4 different types of eclipses.
I know this answer. The answer is C. Total eclipse, partial eclipse, annular eclipse, or hybrid eclipse.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, you have 2 more questions. Now we're going to go to the next to last question before the grand prize. What is a relatively flat, rapidly rotating disk of gas surrounded by a black hole, a newborn star, or any massive object that attracts and swallows matter is known as an accretion disk, a pulsar, a ring nebula, or a louder?
The answer is A, an accretion disk.
You're correct again. Okay, Bernadette, here you go. The last question, and this is for the grand prize of getting a trip into space. What is the name of this planetary nebula in the Draco constellation?
I believe that answer is the Cat's Eye Nebula!
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is!
Bernadette? I'd like to congratulate you on winning Who Wants to Be an Astronomer? Yes. You've now won your free trip into space. I don't know what we do after this now because no one's ever won before. So, good job, and come back and visit the show.
Thanks! Bye!
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff.